Hello and welcome back to my channel, you guys. My name is Isha. For those of you who don't know me, welcome to the channel. Don't forget you can hit that like button and also smash that red hot button called subscribe. Now let me get straight into the video. Today I wanted to talk about the Art of Seduction. I think I did also already mention that on my Instagram that I read this book I think a few years ago. And at that time, I wasn't very aware, and I think I had a different understanding of the book overall. No matter what book you read, in the first go, you have a different understanding, and then after a little while, you read it again, you have a better understanding. Personally, I just think every single book that you will ever go through, if you actually go through it at least 3 times, you grasp the whole thing. And that's just what I think. You probably don't believe the same, but I do, because every single time it has happened to me where I read a book and it just gets better and better every time I read it time and again. So the second time around, I read the book last year, and that's why I have this thing here with me, because I always write notes. This was 31st July 2020 during extreme hot lockdown in London. That's where I read the book once again. And as I said, I had an improved understanding of things, and I really wanted to make notes because that's what I do. It's a part-time hobby of mine to just read and write some more. And here's my magic pen. Now let's get into this because this is super exciting. I was going through my shelves of books and like notebooks and stuff, which were lying there for a while now, and I was like, okay, maybe I need to clean up stuff. And I go through this and I'm like, oh my god, the first page says Art of Seduction. Okay, and I'm like, why have I not made a video about this? I got a little distracted, right? So instead of cleaning up the shelves, I am sitting here reading this, and that actually happened today, and I thought there could be nothing better than this. I need to make a video on that, hence why here I am. What I'm gonna do here now is I'm gonna read every point that I took note of and then explain it a little bit, just so we can have a little bit of a discussion here. Don't forget, please always take part in a discussion. How you do that is just comment down below, you know, just so we can all have a serious, healthy discussion. And I do tend to reply to most of my comments anyway. Preparing for the hunt. That's how I titled it. I don't know why and how, but yes. Number 1, the hunter gets bored of the same victim when success comes easy. So look carefully what you're preying on. So what I figured this meant was, when somebody has already, you know, given this a thought, okay, this is my victim here, this is what I'm gonna prey on. It's always an exciting process as long as success doesn't come too fast. Like if I'm after you and you already mine the second day, that success came a little too early for me, a little too quick for me, I'm a little unprepared, and I'm in shock, and I do not like to deal with that. Does that make sense? And now this can play out in just so many different ways. I understand that the Art of Seduction, I think, talks a lot more about the dynamics between the male and the female, but I'm also going to include some animals here just so we have a even better understanding, because if you think about it, it works the same way with animals. It also works the same way with how babies, you know, play with their toys. And it also works the same ways with your parents. It also works the same way with your friendships and your relationships and your friends and marriages and all of that. So I think wherever human beings are involved, these things will play out literally the same. And obviously even with animals and even with the underwater creature, all the animals and all the fishes that we have. So yes, the hunter may get bored if they just catch the prey way too quickly. Now there is no more fun in the game anymore, and it's really, really boring. Next point. Listen and observe their passions or weaknesses, then prey exactly on that. Attack, that's what it means. Now when you are trying to seduce someone, since we're talking about the Art of Seduction, when you're trying to seduce someone, when you are kind of plotting your victim here, you have to think about, what are their weaknesses? What does this person love? What ticks this person? Like, what problems did they have in childhood specifically? Because you can always prey on that very, very deeply without a fail. And yes, it does come under the title of manipulation, which is obviously not a healthy thing, but I'm just telling you what it is, okay? So whoever your victim is, now listen to what they say. Kind of try to figure out their passions in life, their weaknesses, as I said, and just, yeah, what are the most excited about? Because think about that. Who do you like to be around the most? When you meet a new person, whether it's for friendships or relationships, whatever, what makes you want to meet that person again? When they make you feel very special, right? How does anybody make you feel special? Oh, they take a very deep interest in your deep desires and your passions, and they make you feel validated and happy about them, and they give you hope, they give you some security in a sense, you know, like, oh wow, you're like this, oh my god, I can totally see you doing that. You always wanted to be a lawyer, oh my god, you are so good at that, I can totally see that in you. Yes girl, you're gonna become one, trust me. You see, obviously you're gonna want to meet me next time, duh, because I am here validating your deepest secret desires that probably people around you listen and go, this girl is crazy, please, she wants to be a lawyer, she didn't even get a C grade in GCSEs or whatever. Does that make sense? So yes, before you attack or take things any further, you have to know what are they all about, whoever that person is. People who are unaware of their charms are very easy targets for seduction to generally work on them. Going back to the lawyer example, let's say you're unaware of the fact that you are so charming. Let's say you're unaware of the fact that you are a very beautiful woman. Let's say you're unaware of the fact that you are a very true gentleman, you know, because I think obviously out of insecurity, sometimes we can underestimate the real qualities that we may have, but because of the surroundings sometimes, or maybe because of rejection or unacceptance and stuff around us, we just think we don't have the qualities, which we actually do. In other ways, we may even have better qualities, even better qualities, that now this person, the one who wants to seduce you basically here, or let's just call it the predator, yes, I don't want to say seducer, that sounds weird, predator, yes. When the predator comes in front of you and they make you feel like you are the most intelligent person they have ever met, or you are the most beautiful woman that they've ever met, it's easy for their charm to work on you because you were not even aware of your own shortcomings. No, actually, this is not even a shortcoming. You are not even aware of your good qualities that you have, which is why we talk so much about self-awareness on this channel, because I want you to be aware not only about the good stuff. I feel like with girls, usually if they're confident, they usually know if they're pretty or not, if they're having a nice hair day or not, if they're hot or not. Girls know that. They may downplay that sometimes, but I feel like they do know that. And sometimes if they don't, and then you meet a predator like this, oh my god, it becomes just so easy to manipulate that person, right? But coming back to the point, I need you to be very well aware of all the things. You may be very well aware of the fact that you're amazing, or you're intelligent, or you're very clever, or whatever, but also be aware of the problems that you may have. And being unaware of your good qualities and the bad qualities is a problem in itself. So, do you know where I'm going with this? You need to know about you. This is it. So that it's harder for predators to actually attack you and use any kind of information to try and seduce you. If you already know that you are amazing, that you are wonderful, that you are intelligent or beautiful or whatever, it wouldn't bother you or affect you that much if somebody just comes up to you and tells you these things about you. You know, you'll just take it as it is. You'll be like, oh, thank you, that is so sweet. Oh, thank you. But you're not going to leave your whole world just because of those two compliments, will you? Oh, but wait a minute, people do that. But then which people do that? Who are they? Oh, the ones who never got accepted by their own families or their own friends or their own siblings, or they've had so much insecurities all their life and blah blah blah. When they have these kinds of problems and they don't even know about their own self, you will fall for that. You will fall for that, and you will leave everything for that one person that may not even be the right kind of person for you. Next point. Oh my god, it's kind of similar here to what I just explained. So, people are easily seduced if they are young, naive, or who are bored in life. They just want adventure. That's a very good one, actually. If you are lacking something in your life, let's talk about that. You lack adventure, you lack excitement, you lack acceptance, you lack validation, you lack love from people around you, you lack everything else that you can think about. It could also be that you lack money. You know, it could also be that you lack in beauty or whatever you think you're lacking in. When you're lacking in something, as I said, I mean, I think it just goes back to the previous point also, where somebody can just come and tell you these things that you really want to hear, all these wonderful things, and it validates you, and then that's the person you want to think about all the time. And again, coming back to the point where it says naive and young, because when you are naive and young, this whole game becomes just so easy, you know, because you haven't explored yourself yet or others as much yet, so you're not really aware of so many things about you, whether it's good or bad, and you also have not yet read The Art of Seduction, so you will fall so easily for these kinds of things, you know. So who is the best kind of victim that a predator can go for? It's the one who is lacking some sort of thing in their life, no matter what it is. It could also be that you lack relationships. It could be that maybe you don't have parents, maybe you don't have a sibling, you know, and that person now all of a sudden comes in your life. They see what you lack and they try to mimic that figure in your life that you lack. You know, somebody may just come and act like a father figure in your life, like controlling, kind of possessive in an unhealthy way even, you know, and be very protective and providing, and all of a sudden you're like, you know, love bombing, which we also say love bombing. They could do those things and you'll feel like, oh, I love this, it feels so wonderful, I never had this male figure in my life and now I have this person and he's everything for me. Have you ever heard young girls say that he's my world, he's everything for me? What do they mean when they say that? When a young person says this, it actually means they're looking at that person with a view of, you know, this person is my uncle. The same person is my father that I never had in my life. Oh my God, if he was alive, this is exactly the kind of man he would have been. You know, dreaming about it basically. This is also my brother, which I never had. Someone who protects me from the world and from problems and from other boys, you know. What else? This is also my best friend that I never had because people really never liked me because I've always been insecure. I was actually bullied, blah, 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 you know. This person is also my, just everything. He's my cousin, he's my brother, he's my uncle, he's my father, he's my neighbor, he's my mechanic, he's my engineer, he is my gym buddy, he's everything. So what is he? Oh, he's my world. I'm so mean. When you're young and naive, it's very easy for a predator to just victimize you. All the more reasons why you young girls needs to stay indoors. Just kidding. Talking about adventure, when you lack adventure in your life, now that gets people very, very excited. Oftentimes, this is the best thing ever. Imagine you have no excitement in your life. There's no adventure. You never go anywhere, no holidays, no fun, no outings, no friends. Boring, stale life. It's like a comma. No, it's like a full stop. Now what happens? Now a predator comes in and they're like, what? You never went to that park? Let me take you there. In fact, you know what's going to be even more fun? Let me take you there in the middle of the night. What else can we think about? Oh, you never had the experience of stealing anything? How about we steal together? Next point. The perfect victim is the one who stirs emotions in you that can't be explained. Often they have qualities you lack. Innocence, happiness, money. So in the previous point, we were talking about what lacks in the life of the victim. Now here in this point, we're talking about what is lacking in the predator's life. For example, innocence, happiness, or money. And that makes so much sense. I think that's also why the reason, you know, you see bad boys going for good girls and poor girls going for rich boys, you know, because they see something, oh, this lacks in me, but that person has it. This completes me. You hear people say, that person completes me. Oh, I feel so complete in their presence. What does that mean? Oh my God, that deep, deep thing. What does that mean when you say that that person completes me? How do you ever feel complete generally? When was the time you last felt very complete? When you did not feel the lack of something. That's when you felt complete. How did that happen and when did that happen? Oh, in the presence of somebody who had that very thing that you never had. So now you feel complete. Oh, now I have everything. Now I'm complete. I didn't have money, this person has it, we are complete. I didn't have a family, I have a family now with this person, now I'm complete. I didn't have anybody to love me, and now I have a whole damn family with hundreds of babies, and now I'm very complete. Does that make sense? So when you feel complete, it always means that look around in your surroundings, because chances are something just entered in your life which you always felt the lack of, and now all of a sudden, because it's there, you think you're complete. And it could be anything. Now the thing is, usually we associate these kinds of things with other human beings. Like we always, I don't know why we have this thing, it's in all of us, which is a really weird thing if you think about it. We always want another person to come and make us feel complete. Have you ever listened to somebody ever say, oh, I got my degree, now I'm so complete? I mean, you lacked that degree all these years, now you have it. Do you feel complete? No, I mean, you feel happy, you feel accomplished. You feel proud of yourself for all the hard work and the struggle and hustle and bustle that you've put yourself through. But do you really feel complete? No, you don't. But then how is it that, let's say you lack a degree, let's say you lack education and even money, but then somebody else who has these things, which is for them, which is their personal crap, they come in your life and now you feel complete? So it's like, you need somebody else to come in your life who has a degree, who has education, who has money, all of the things which you don't have, and only then you will feel complete. Technically speaking, on paper, how does that even make sense? I feel complete because that person has it. Well, yeah, that person has it. Do you? Do you? No, you don't. So how does that person make you feel complete now because of these things? Does that make sense? And I'm not even talking about the feeling of completion which comes from having like a stable relationship or a stable family or a stable household or whatever. That's a totally different emotional stability kind of a thing. We are not even talking about that. What I'm talking about is a little, let's call it superficial, because it's very much on the surface. Because at the end of the day, how can you feel complete with somebody else's education? How can you feel complete because you think you lack beauty and youth? That person has it. But isn't that what happens? Right? We're talking about the lack, what the predator has in his life. He may also lack beauty. He may be old. So now you see that person is going to go for somebody younger, prettier. Why? Because he himself lacks those things, and in a victim, they want all of those things so that they can feel complete. And also because, of course, it makes the art of seduction process also very easy, right? So the old ones are going for the young ones, the bad boys are going for the good girls, and the poor girls are going for the rich guys. The cycle continues. Guess we never learn. Next point. Victims should be scared of you or dislike you. Friction is going to be helpful. Because it just makes you bring your A game. Let me read that again. Victims should be scared of you or dislike you. When somebody is a little scared of you in your presence, they secretly kind of can't really get hold of, like, what is going on? Like, it's a normal person. Why am I so scared? Oh, I'm so scared. I'm intimidated. You start stumbling and mumbling. Somebody just triggered something in you. Oh, bad for you, but now this is good for the predator because now he can seduce you. Because now they see, ooh, this person is getting a little scared. Oh, you're scared of me? Have you seen movies? In movies you see, at first meeting, the girl hates him. He is mean. He is mean to his own friends. He is mean to her friends. And he's mean to her even more. Look at what happens with kids at school also. Mommy, I don't like Tommy. He is so mean to me. He took my pencil and never gave it back to me. I hate him. Tommy is doing that on purpose. He actually likes you. Duh. You're sitting here being scared of Tommy. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that it's a good thing. Of course, it's manipulative. That's just how it is. That's just how it is. When your victim is a little scared of you, it elevates your game, doesn't it? Now, the same boy in class took the pencil yesterday. Today, he's going to do something even more weird. He's going to take the pencil out, break it right in front of her so she can cry. Mommy! Our next point. Always test the victim first. If they are open to your influence, then proceed. If they are a bit vulnerable to you, then you proceed. But if they're too assertive, ouch, that's where I come in. Thank you. That's something I'm very good at that. Influence check. As soon as I enter the room and somebody is mimicking my body language, you're influenced. You got to test your victims first. Are they easily influenced? Again, I think it goes back to the earlier points also. When you're young and naive, of course you're going to get influenced very easily, right? I mean, even as a friend, when somebody's young and naive, of course they're going to be influenced so easily, you know. I think personally I can also say that I like friends around me who are a little older than me, because then I can learn, admire, and because I'm a very self-aware person, we usually have very healthy dynamics between us. Now, if I have friends who are really very, very, very younger than me, now I kind of don't like it as much, because chances are that that person is a little too young, too naive, not very self-aware. So now it will be so easy for me to influence that person. And because I don't want to do that, it's not my game, right? It's not my purpose. I find it a little annoying, because now you want to be influenced by me. Like, you're already in that position. Like, I can already tell, right? You want to learn everything from me. You want to do everything I do. You want to absorb and observe everything that I do, so you can move ahead and succeed and blah blah blah. You know what I'm saying? So you just automatically just become that kind of a guide. And I'm not mentoring anybody for free, you guys know that. And oh, by the way, if you would like to book my level up classes, you could very well do that. I'll give you guys a link down below, and you can also join us on my Patreon. But getting back to the point, here's one thing you guys can do. Influence check. Always do an influence check. If you are going for an interview, or going for a business deal, to meet a partner, or anything, friends, any event, whatever, you wanna, oh my god, this sounds so bad. It's like as if I'm teaching you guys how to do manipulation, but I swear this is just a book, okay? It's not me. I'm just telling you what it is. When you go to any place, do an influence check. How do you do that? This has always worked. Go closer to the person, stare them in the eye for a good few seconds. Just see, what do? Do they get nervous? Good sign. Do they start sweating? Very good sign. That's a good victim for you. Stare into their eyes. Do they get nervous and start panicking, and you know, like, what is their body language like? Are they like now, you know, jumping and stumbling and mumbling and bumping into things? Very good sign. Very good sign. That person can easily be manipulated by you. Or let's say you're standing with a good distance. Now all of a sudden you get one step closer. What does that person do? Do they stand in their position very still, not moving, not budging? Or do they just step back, sigh, hi, conscious? Is that what's happening? So you have to check these small little things, and you will know whether that person is going to be easily influenced by you or not. So that is what we call the influence check, which, by the way, was not in the book. It's just something I added here, you know, because we're very vengeful here. Because of course, if they're reacting to your actions, you know, then yeah, they are influenced. Because if there is no reaction, it's a very assertive person just standing in their grounds, you know, they're not going to be affected. So how is that even fun? How can you even seduce a person like that? And I think that goes back to our first point also, that the hunter has to have something to chase. Because if there is nothing, or if success comes too easy, or if there is nothing to chase, then what is the game about anyway? But there is nothing, you know, there's like no meat, nothing to go for. How weird does that sound? There's no meat, right? There has to be something that they're chasing or they're going for. Next point, want to see your influence, then don't see exterior responses. See for body language, shyness, anger, resentment, mirroring of any sort, etc., etc. If you want to see if a person is influenced by you, don't go by what they're saying. You have to look into their eyes. That's going to tell you so much more than what their words are saying. And you have to check their body language, the way they're walking around you. Are they playing with their hair? What is going on? You will know if you just observe a little bit of these things. And I think mirroring is such a good positive telltale sign that, oh, of course, gotcha, you know, which I think it's so easy. Once you get a hold of these things, it just becomes so easy to know if somebody is influenced by you or not. If you're around a group of friends, you will know which one it is that's easily influenced by you, that agrees with whatever you say. they're mirroring you, they want to eat the way you eat, you know, like if you hold the glass to drink, they want to do it at the same second, even while you're not looking at each other, not even talking to each other, even in quiet moments. You know, you can observe these small little things and you will know, oh, it's this person out of all of these 10 people here, you know. So yeah, I mean it makes you a little bad, but I'm just asking you to observe these things, and I'm asking you to be very conscious and aware yourself also, because when predators are coming for you, honey, you know, with whatever purpose they may have, I don't know. I mean, sometimes it is also for good purpose, you know. Sometimes somebody would want to just be around you because they truly kind of like you and want to see where it goes or whatever, or they want to be a friend. And I think that's the good kind of seduction. All right, whatever, it's what we see in the movies play on screen all the time anyway, and that is how relationships start, you know, and how marriages actually happen. It has a lot to do with seduction. Obviously, I think we all know that. We're grown women here, still a girl, but you know. Today I'm recording not even looking at myself, so I feel like I'm a little nervous today. I don't know how to speak and where to look, so I hope that this video was good and good quality. If it's better quality, please do let me know down in the comments below. And now go watch my other videos and let me know if you would like to add any further points to this one. I have obviously no idea what I'm gonna title this video because I just saw my notes. Y'all, look at this notepad, it's just so cute. I got this years ago from where? Pound shop, me being cheap. But yes, it has this gold glitter thing which sparkles. It's very beautiful, and it was somewhere in the storage, as I said, on the shelves. And now I shall get back to cleaning because that's what I was supposed to do, and I found these notes and I made this video now. I just wanted to share these notes that I've written down, just the kind of takeaways from the book, you know. And of course by the way, there's more pages also, which I don't want to do it all in one video because it will be a very long video, but I have so much more from the same book. I have like 5, 6, 7, 8 pages here. Yes, lots of pages. Oh my god, I can't even understand my own writing sometimes. What the hell is that? Getting into a fight? Next time I need to improve my writing. I write very fast and very bad. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I don't know if you guys enjoyed this video. Please let me know down below. If you want to have a second part of this video, then I could very well do that. My name is Lady Isha. Don't forget, you can also follow me on Instagram at @me_Lady_Isha, and don't forget to check my hair oils and my skincare and my body care. Oh my god, I have to do body care. That just reminds me. Just go to ishacosmetics.co.uk, okay, and get your hair care, skincare, body care. A few products that I recommend, which is the hybrid, the hair oil. You guys know that, it looks lovely. I don't have it on me, I would have shown you anyway, but you have seen it already. It's on my website, ishacosmetics.co.uk. Another product that I highly recommend obviously is the waist trainers, because you got to take care of that body and work out. See my workout video, I use it all the time. And you also need to have the Hollywood Glow scrub. Go to the spa, my loves, or just get into the shower right now and use the Hollywood Glow scrub and just get some buttery, silky, smooth, nice skin that's gonna stay like amazing for a good few days, you know. And you can use it once or twice a week on your whole body and you're gonna see amazing results. Just go and check out the products, okay? We have a solution for all your problems, and it's all natural and organic and 100% just chemical free, fragrance free, and paraben free also. Go watch my other videos, but until my next video, take care of yourself, take care of your well-being, and don't be seducing people too much. Bye. And don't be getting easily seduced either.